Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm going to look at this. This is The Village from 2004. It's another brilliant film that I absolutely love. I just can't say how much I love this film. It just really just grabs my imagination totally, and I seem to be at the moment watching quite a few films by this director. So anyhow, let me get into it. It is, of course, a thriller, fantasy, horror film. It's 108 minutes long. Now, Rotten Tomatoes only give it 48%. Deserves a lot. And there was really a lot of negative criticism about this film. Because, well, I don't think they really got this film. They should have got it. It's such a beautiful film, but they didn't. I don't know. Maybe it's because it came after Signs, which had done so well in 2002. But here we are. Again, they don't seem to get it. But it didn't matter, because I'll tell you something. The public certainly ignored all that. It was made for $60 million, and it made box office takings of $256.7 million. So it's quite a big profit. And why not? Because it is a beautiful film. It really is. Of course, it's written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And maybe that explains, I don't know what it is about him. He seems to get a lot of divisive opinion. And yet he's produced such wonderful collection of films. As though we go right back to The Sixth Sense of 1999. There's the Unbreakable trilogy. We've got Unbreakable 2000. We've got Split 2016 and Glass 2019. And then, of course, as I say, we've got Signs, which was a success, massive success. Old, I absolutely love Old. That's 2021. And, of course, this year's Knock at the Cabin. I mean, these are just a few. He's just a brilliant filmmaker. He really is. But yet, hey, it's all taste, isn't it? Not everybody likes it, Also, he's a producer as well. I mean, he's such a talented man. He really is. I'm just full of admiration for him. And he has a vision, and he's excellent in what he does. Everything is just brilliant. It really is for me. The way he plans and writes the project, and his relationship with his actors, his crew, everything. I can't talk enough about him. Anyhow, one important thing about this film, again, as usual, is the cast. Joaquin Phoenix heads the cast. As Lucius, he, of course, was in Signs. Brilliant in Signs. Walk the Line. That's 2012. These are just a few highlights. He's got a wonderful set of films. And of course, Joker 2019. And he's going to be in Napoleon, which is coming out very soon. The Ridley Scott film on Napoleon. And of course, next year, there's the sequel to Joker as well. He's a great actor. And then, now this is the one. Bryce Dallas Howard, she plays Ivy. Oh, wow. This film must have really pushed her into the spotlight of how good an actress she is. Also a talented director now as well. She directs the Mandalorian. She's been involved in that. And other projects. She's really good. Of course, she was in Spider-Man 3, 2007. She was in Terminator Salvation 2009. And then the Jurassic World series of films. She was in Jurassic World 2015. Then she was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018. And then Jurassic Park, the Dominion, Jurassic World Dominion, which was last year, 2022. But in this film, she is fantastic. Wow, I just can't get up. She really is good. Then we've got Adrian Brody, who plays Noah. He, of course, was well known in The Pianist. Also, he's got a few other films, just noted King Kong, for instance, 2005. Grand Budapest Hotel 2014, and this year Asteroid City. He was in that, which divides opinion quite a bit. Then, of course, we've got a brilliant actress who you cannot talk enough about her, but I'll have to just refrain talking too much. Sigourney Weaver. She plays Alice in this film. You look at her filmography, I can hardly even just look at it. It's just so many highlights. Obviously, Alien, the first Alien film to 1979. Then she went on, she did The Aliens, didn't she? 1986. She did, I think, Aliens 3 in 1992. Alien Resurrection 1997. And then, of course, Ghostbusters. You remember she was in Ghostbusters. That's the original 1984. A film I always really enjoy her in, and she's good at comedy as well. And that is Working Girl. Working Girl from 1988 with Harrison Ford in that. Melanie Griffith. A brilliant film, totally underrated film. I absolutely love that film. And she was in Avatar, the original 2009. And I think she was in the Way of the Water one as well, which was the end of last year, wasn't it? 2022. But that's just scratching the surface. Oh, Copycat. I think of Copycat as well, which I absolutely love. I mean, that film, it's from 1995. It's from the 90s. It's brilliant. But we're doing so many other things. But I could just go on talking about her. Then we'll go on about William Hurt. He plays Edward. Again, a crucial part of the film. Children of the Lesser God is a film I remember so well from 1986. He was in that. I saw that at cinema. Absolutely love that. And Broadcast News, 1987. Lost in Space, even though that was considered a bit of a, well, it was not very well received. That was 1988, but it's not as bad as people make out, that one. Dark City, wow, 1998. Captain America Civil War 2016. Avengers Infinity War 2018. Avengers Endgame 2019. And Black Widow 2021. Sadly, he's no longer with us since then. Then we've got Brendan Gleeson playing August. Another actor who you look and you think, crikey, what a set of films. But there we are. Always just a good supporting actor. But, Braveheart, 1995. Michael Collins, 1996. Mission Impossible 2, Part 2, 2000. 28 Days Later, 2002. The Harry Potter films. He was in Order of the Phoenix, 2007. And he was in the Hollows one, Part 1, 2010. Then he won so much acclaim in The Banshees of Inisherin, or Inisherin. I'm not probably good at pronouncing that. From last year, 2022. Amazing film. Very well liked, that film. Extremely well liked. They absolutely loved it. Now, as with so many of these brilliant films that the M. Night Shyamalan does, the sets were built. The village set was all built. Yeah, none of this CGI stuff. All physically built. Um, in Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania. Now, production was started in October 2003, and then it was finished. Well, they called it a wrap in December 2003, but in April and May 2004, there were some callbacks as well. There was still this about the ending as usual, and yeah, very interesting the way the critics always pounce on all this kind of thing. That's what they seem to be obsessed with his endings of his films. Yes. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention. Of course, he likes to appear in his films. Sometimes a bigger role, sometimes not as big a role. But in this, he plays a guard at the desk. We see him. Yes, that's near the end of the film, but he's there. That's him. Now, what is this film about? Just very briefly, we have what appears to be sort of in the 19th century, but I use the word appears. It's a community and this village which basically seems to be cut off from the world, really. And in this community, there's this fear about these creatures that are in the woods and beyond that, and they don't go over the certain boundary. It's just something they don't do because they fear the attacks that could be, therefore they have to appease them. Their society kind of uses this as a way of keeping it together in many ways. And they build on that mythology. Or is it mythology? That's the question. But that is how they do it. And they use the term, those we don't speak of. Yes, there's this whole thing, the way they talk about it and what they do. But they're living in this world where it's like one of these sort of old Hamish community kind of things. Not quite like that, but very similar to that. And they have this way of life. But then things change when medicine is needed, and medicine that is, they haven't got. And they think that they could go out into the world and probably get the medicine. And there's a big debate. First, it's not allowed and that. And then something really sad happens, as we see, that in the end, we get things going. And I don't want to give anything away because I think just one point, Adrian Brody plays this character Noah, and he's kind of got a disabilities, and it's brilliantly done as a character, and I thought I'd just put that in because he actually plays quite a pivotal part of the story. Yeah, he really does. I mean, the whole film is got so many themes running underneath it, about escaping from modern civilization, about, how we should live, what kind of lives we want to live. And then, as I say, let me just say, Bryce Dallas Howard, she plays Ivy, and I am totally moved by her. Her acting is fantastic. She's blind. She's so good in this part. I mean, she just stands out as being so good. Not that all the rest of the cast are great, but she is brilliant. I absolutely love it. And her relationship with Joaquin Phoenix is so touching. He plays Lucius as well, and they've got this wonderful bond together. It's beautifully done, and of course she's pivotal to the film as we see what happens. But I'm not going to tell you any more about it because you should watch the film. It's that good. I can't recommend it enough. The music as well, as I say, James Newton Howard's score is beautiful, and we get this violins theme as well. We get the whole music is beautiful. You get that mythology and everything. Could go on, but I better not. Otherwise, I'll be here till Christmas or perhaps beyond, because it's just a beautiful film. It's a poem. I know I'm going over the top, aren't I? I know, sorry, but honestly, I fell in love with this film. And here it is. I've got a Blu-ray version, which you can't really get, but I've got a Blu-ray. It's DVD release, but yeah. I'd love to have had some extras, but hey, that's not possible, is it? So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then we'll let you know when I produce more of these videos. You can hear me going on and on. Or perhaps not, you don't want to, I don't know. But anyway, have a look at the playlist, see what you think. And if you like this video, please give it out a like. It gets it into the sort of YouTube algorithms and all that, so other people might see it and think, hey, I'll try that, or perhaps they won't. They say it all costs notes as well, so you can't say fairer than that, can they? Hey, back. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, I really do. I love your comments. I always reply. That's it. Yes, that's it. I've gone on too long, but here we are. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.